Hi, subscribers. Hi, viewers. I just been thinking about China's relationship with the West and China's relationship with Africa. And I came to conclusion, although I'll do more research and try to understand this topic a little bit more. But the thing is, what I came across is how China deals with the West is very different to how it deals with Africa. Although it's more or less the same, China prioritizes business and trade, and bilateral relationships are not really permanent ones. And as we see, as and it goes knocking on each and every door. Now, let's take a look at how China has been doing business with Africa. It has invested a lot of money in the mining sector, in the IT, and construction of infrastructure. Those are the main three main investments that really it has focused on. And the thing about China, it does not really hold anyone accountable. Although it's investing more money in Africa, it does not hold the African government accountable for making sure that the resources or whatever the benefits are distributed accordingly or equally, and everyone benefits. That's the reason why you see in Africa a lot of people really they think the Chinese are taking advantage of Africa or Africans, but it is not the case because of the corruption that's happening by the current leaders. It is a main factor of why people will continue to blame China. So now let's go back to its relationship and its trade with the West. Well, I can say the US continue to criticize or Europe continue to criticize China, making sure that it shuts its business, it shuts its technology. China always continue doing trade, and it will always be knocking on the Europe or the Western governments doors to actually do more trade and actually focus on growth. And this is the factor now when everybody comes up and say with a question which I was asked recently by a friend of mine who said, is China a developed country? Or I said no, actually, because I would once really consider this. And talking about development, China is a developing country, and there is no such thing as a developed country. Look at the perception. The West will give you the perception like to say, okay, the West is a developed region or area, or Western countries are developed. But you take a look at it really. There is countries which are getting more developed, which are developed than Western countries. I will talk about the rail infrastructure in China. Actually supersedes any rail infrastructure in the West. Is that developed or developing? China considers this as developing because it is still growing and implementing new ideas, new technology, like the Megalev train, which is going to be traveling at something more than 600 kilometers an hour. And while the West will consider its rail system or rail network to be developed. Do you understand the two things? And there is room for growth. That's the reason why China continues to grow faster and more better than the West, because they implement the same thing like Africa. That even you can criticize the government, criticize the country, criticize the people, they will still do business with you if it benefits them. They don't care about the negatives, and China does not care. It only cares about the positives, the benefits. If the positive outweighs the benefits, it will really shut its ears to forget, really to ignore your criticism and all the negative stuff. that's being said about the country. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment, as I'll be updating you on what's happening in China, and I'll be doing a segment next about China's involvement in the mining sector, mining industry in Africa. Thank you for watching, like I said again.